I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I hardly ever say, I don't remember the last time we even talked about JD.
You're right.
He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
Hey, you know who? Stay away from the stairways.
Did Whoopi Goldberg finally meet her match in Elon Musk? The View host thought she had the upper hand, but she couldn't have been more wrong. In just a matter of minutes, Musk turned the tables on Goldberg, leaving her scrambling for words. We've got the inside scoop on how this epic showdown unfolded and why it might spell disaster for the View's future. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Whoopi Goldberg has never been one to mince words, but this time she might have bitten off more than she could chew. The View has always been a hotbed of controversy, with Whoopi at the center of many storms. But her latest outburst? It's left everyone wondering if she's finally gone too far. Picture this. It's just another day on The View. The hot topics are flowing, the audience is engaged, and then bam! Whoopi drops a bombshell that no one saw coming. She accused Elon Musk of having secret political ambitions that would destroy America as we know it.
I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. So you think it's Musk Vance?
Possible.
Because, you know, people put the leg out to trip you going down the stairs.
The audience gasped. You could hear a pin drop in that studio. But Whoopi wasn't done. She went on to claim that Musk was using his companies as a front for a shadowy political organization. He's not just building rockets and electric cars, she said, her voice dripping with disdain. He's building an army of supporters who'll do anything he says. The reaction was instant. The studio audience was split between shocked silence and nervous laughter. Barbara Walters would have had a field day with this one, folks. The other co-hosts looked like deer caught in headlights, unsure whether to back Whoopi up or distance themselves from her claims. Behind the scenes, it was absolute chaos. The View's producers were in full-on panic mode. Phone calls were flying back and forth between the control room and ABC executives. Can we cut to commercial? Is this going to get us sued? The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. But here's where things got really interesting. Elon Musk, known for his quick Twitter fingers, stayed silent. No tweets, no statements, nothing. And you know what they say about silence being deafening? Well, this silence was like a sonic boom. Social media, on the other hand, exploded. Memes were flying faster than SpaceX rockets. Some people were Team Whoopi, others were Team Elon, and the rest were just there for the drama. Whoopi's Elon was trending worldwide within minutes. The View's ratings? They went through the roof. People were tuning in like never before, hoping to catch the next installment of this real-life soap opera. It was like watching a train wreck in slow motion. You knew it was going to be bad, but you just couldn't look away. And Whoopi? Oh, she was loving every minute of it. The next day, she came back swinging. "I stand by what I said," she declared, chin held high. "If Elon Musk wants to deny it, let him come on the show and say it to my face." The producers were torn. On one hand, this controversy was gold for ratings. On the other, they were walking a very thin legal line. But Whoopi wasn't backing down. She thought she was untouchable, the queen of daytime TV. Little did she know, Elon Musk was about to change the game entirely. While Whoopi was basking in the spotlight, Musk was plotting his response. And trust me, folks, it was going to be a doozy. Industry insiders were buzzing with speculation. Would ABC step in and force Whoopi to apologize? Would Musk actually take her up on her offer to appear on The View? The tension was building, and everyone was on the edge of their seats waiting for the next move. One thing was for sure, this wasn't just another celebrity feud. This was a clash of titans, a battle between old media and new, between Hollywood royalty and Silicon Valley disruptors. And the outcome? Well, that was gonna shake up more than just The View's ratings. Just when everyone thought Elon Musk would tweet and move on, the tech titan had something far more explosive up his sleeve. What happened next left even the most seasoned TV hosts struggling to pick their jaws up off the floor. Musk has always been known for his quick-fire responses to criticism on social media, but this time, something was different. The billionaire's Twitter feed remained eerily quiet in the wake of Whoopi's explosive accusations. No snarky comebacks, no memes, not even a cryptic emoji. The silence was deafening, and it had everyone on edge. Little did the world know, Musk was quietly preparing for war. While Whoopi was basking in the glow of her viral moment, Elon's team was working around the clock, meticulously crafting a response that would turn this celebrity spat into a media earthquake. And then, just when the buzz was starting to die down, Musk pulled off the ultimate power play. He made a surprise appearance on a rival talk show, catching everyone off guard. This wasn't just a clap back, it was a full-on demolition of Whoopi's claims that left audiences gasping. As the cameras rolled, Musk calmly dismantled Whoopi's accusations point by point. Gone was the brash Twitter persona, replaced by a cool, collected businessman who had clearly done his homework. He didn't just deny the allegations, he systematically picked them apart with the precision of a surgeon. But Musk wasn't done yet. In a moment that sent shockwaves through the studio, he revealed evidence that caught Whoopi completely off guard. The audience fell into a stunned silence as Musk laid out document after document, each one contradicting Whoopi's claims more thoroughly than the last. You could hear a pin drop in the studio as Musk delivered his final blow. With a slight smirk, he turned to the host and said, "I think that settles it, don't you?" The host, usually quick with a comeback, was left completely speechless. It was a mic drop moment for the ages. Within minutes, clips of Musk's appearance were spreading like wildfire across social media. Musk takes down Whoopi started trending worldwide, completely overshadowing Whoopi's original accusations. The tables had turned, and now it was Whoopi who found herself on the defensive. But here's where things got really interesting. Musk's counterattack didn't just address Whoopi's claims, it completely changed the game. Suddenly, this wasn't just another celebrity feud, it was a clash of titans, a battle between old media and new, between Hollywood royalty and Silicon Valley disruptors. Industry insiders were buzzing with speculation. Had Musk just positioned himself as a new kind of media player? Was this the beginning of the end for traditional talk shows? And what would Whoopi's next move be? As the dust settled from Elon Musk's explosive takedown, The View found itself in a desperate scramble to save face. But little did they know, their attempts at damage control were about to backfire in the most spectacular way possible. Behind the scenes, chaos erupted as producers called an emergency meeting to address the Musk-sized elephant in the room. The tension was palpable as they pushed for what seemed like the only logical solution, an on-air apology from Whoopi Goldberg herself. But Whoopi, ever the firebrand, wasn't having any of it. She dug in her heels, refusing to back down from her earlier statements. This clash of wills sent shockwaves through the production, creating a powder keg of tension that threatened to blow at any moment. With Whoopi standing firm, The View's producers were left scrambling for a plan B. In a move that would prove disastrous, they decided to try and brush off the whole incident with humor. As the cameras rolled, the host awkwardly joked about the controversy, attempting to downplay its significance. But viewers weren't buying it. Social media lit up like a Christmas tree as fans called out The View for its tone-deaf approach. The attempt at levity only served to pour gasoline on an already raging fire. As if things couldn't get any worse, sponsors started to get cold feet. The controversy surrounding The View had become too hot to handle, and brands didn't want to risk being associated with the show's mounting legal troubles. One by one, advertisers began distancing themselves, leaving The View in an increasingly precarious financial position. The exodus of sponsors set off alarm bells at ABC headquarters. Executives, sensing the potential for a full-blown crisis, demanded immediate action. The pressure was on for The View to come up with a solution, and fast. But in their haste to quell the growing backlash, the show was about to make its biggest mistake yet. In a last-ditch effort to stem the tide of criticism, The View released a statement addressing the controversy. But instead of putting out the fire, their half-hearted response only added fuel to the flames. The statement, which failed to directly address Musk's rebuttals or offer any substantive apology, left viewers feeling even more frustrated and disillusioned. Social media exploded with renewed fury. Musk's supporters, emboldened by his takedown of Whoopi, flooded The View's online platforms with a tidal wave of mockery and criticism. The show's accounts were inundated with memes, gifs, and scathing comments, all celebrating Musk's victory and lambasting The View's fumbled response. The backlash was swift and merciless. Fans who had once been die-hard supporters of The View now found themselves questioning their loyalty. The show's reputation, already on shaky ground, took a nosedive as viewers expressed their disappointment and anger. It seemed that with each passing hour, The View was losing more of its once unshakable audience. As the controversy continued to spiral out of control, industry insiders began to whisper about the long-term implications for The View. Could the show survive this latest scandal? Would ABC be forced to take drastic action to save face? And what would become of Whoopi Goldberg, the once untouchable queen of daytime TV? Just when everyone thought things couldn't get worse for Whoopi, her world came crashing down in ways no one saw coming. The View's biggest star was about to face a reckoning that would shake the very foundations of daytime TV. How far would Whoopi fall, and would she ever be able to climb back up? For years, Whoopi Goldberg had been the undisputed queen of The View. Her quick wit, no-nonsense attitude, and star power made her the show's crown jewel, but now that crown was starting to slip, and it was slipping fast. Whoopi's refusal to back down or apologize for her controversial statements had set off a chain reaction that was spiraling out of control. As the days went by, viewers started to notice something strange happening on set. Whoopi's co-hosts, once her staunchest allies, began to distance themselves from her on air. The chemistry that had made The View such a hit was crumbling before everyone's eyes. You could cut the tension with a knife as the other hosts awkwardly sidestepped Whoopi's comments or changed the subject whenever things got too heated. But that's not all. As if things weren't bad enough, Whoopi's past came back to haunt her. Old clips of her making other controversial statements started resurfacing online. It was like opening Pandora's box, and suddenly everyone was questioning everything Whoopi had ever said on the show. The internet was having a field day, and Whoopi's reputation was taking hit after hit. Here's where things got really interesting. In Hollywood, your friends are supposed to have your back, right? Well, apparently not if you're Whoopi Goldberg in the middle of a massive scandal. Her usual squad of A-list pals was suspiciously silent. No tweets of support, no statements to the press, nothing. It was like Whoopi had become radioactive overnight, and nobody wanted to get too close. Behind the scenes, things were even messier. Rumors started swirling that contract negotiations between Whoopi and ABC were breaking down. Industry insiders were whispering that the network was considering some pretty drastic measures. Was Whoopi's time on The View coming to an end? The speculation was running wild. And then Whoopi vanished. For several episodes, her chair on The View sat empty. The official line was that she was taking some time off, but everyone knew what that really meant. Whoopi was in hot water, and ABC was scrambling to figure out what to do next. The audience was left hanging, wondering if they'd ever see their favorite host again. As the controversy dragged on, The View's loyal fans found themselves torn. Some were calling for Whoopi's head, saying she'd finally crossed a line she couldn't come back from. Others were standing by her, arguing that The View wouldn't be The View without Whoopi at the helm. Social media was a battleground, with both sides duking it out in the comments section. You won't believe what happened next. Just when everyone thought the situation couldn't get any more dramatic, ABC dropped a bombshell. The network made a shocking announcement about Whoopi's future on The View. The decision sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and left fans reeling. Elon Musk's takedown of Whoopi Goldberg might have just changed the game in Hollywood. Experts are saying this could be a turning point for how celebrities and media figures are held accountable. No more reckless accusations without consequences. But here's where things get really interesting. What's gonna happen to The View now? Without Whoopi, the show's biggest star, its future is hanging by a thread. Will they be able to recover from this scandal, or is this the beginning of the end for the daytime TV juggernaut? You won't believe how this drama could reshape the entire landscape of celebrity feuds and talk shows. Will other stars think twice before making wild claims on air? And what about The View's loyal fans? Will they stick around or jump ship to the next big thing? We want to hear from you. Did Whoopi get what she deserved, or was Musk's takedown too harsh? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more juicy celebrity drama.